Have the knees bent in the semi-supine position. And the arms down beside you, and the chin very gently drawn in towards the chest. So there's a little bit of space at the back of the neck. Just dropping down into the bones of the body, palms facing uppermost, so that the heart center's open, the lungs are open. I'm just taking some time to arrive. All of that doing before you arrived for your practice, all of that attending to this and attending to that. Everything begins to settle. And one of the tendencies that we have as humans is that when there's much going on, when we're under pressure, when we're rushing, when we feel overloaded, the tendency is to add. We eat things, or we drink things, or we watch things, or we read things, or we think more. So there's this tendency to add to that which is already there. And this, of course, tends to make the challenge even more challenging. And in many ways, when we're overwhelmed, what we need is a sense of space, a sense of offloading, a sense of undoing. So during the session today, we'll consider that undoing, which we do physically, but also we achieve via the breath. So bring the hands down onto the belly. The elbows are a little out to the side so that the arms are fully supported. And begin to just invite the breath down into this area. And the belly gently rises as you breathe in and drops back as you breathe out. And you're feeling the breath in the belly. Diaphragm begins to release. Gentle internal massage. And when this area is soft, when the belly is soft and you can drop into it, the invitation is to start with a count of 4, 4, where we inhale 2, 3, 4, and we exhale 2, 3, 4. And this creates a steadiness in the breath, which creates a steadiness in the mind. When the breath is steady, the mind too is steady. You may choose to include your Ujjayi control at the throat, where the tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. But it's a slow count in for 4 and a slow count out for 4. And then after your next exhalation, count in for 4 and out for 6. A slow count in for 4 and out for a count of 6. And again, the breath is steady and easy. The eyes are relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. And with each out-breath, there's an undoing. All the build-up in the body, all the many layers. There's a kind of letting go, softening. And after your next exhalation, and if it feels okay to do so, inhale for 4 and exhale for a count of 8. But if you find that creates any stress in the breath or strain in the breath, then maybe choosing to stay with your count of 4, 6. And we may notice that by lengthening the out-breath, the in-breath becomes a little bit more strong. This in-breath that nourishes. So we lean into that out-breath. Feeling the breath in the belly, feeling the movement of the body as you breathe. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, release the arms down beside you. And then slowly take the arms back overhead, interlace the fingers, turn the palms away, extend into the heels of the hands, open up the armpits and the elbows and the wrists. And then from here, extend one leg long, point the toes towards you, the opposite leg long, point the toes towards you and away from you. And begin to create some space for the breath Really open up. Ooh, every time we breathe out, that undoing from the muscles, from the nerves. Yay, good. One more breath here. And then return the arms down beside you and just place them on the thighs. Just place the hands on the thighs. That stress release posture where we inhale, we draw the chin in towards the chest, so we're looking at the toes. We engage the belly, raise the feet up a little way so the belly's engaged, and then we just drop back. It's a kind of like a and that sense of undoing as we drop back. Inhale, engage the belly. So we don't come up too far. Inhale, belly strong. Good. Dropping back into the ground. Inhale, final time. Good. Good. And then draw the right knee in towards you. Bring the left knee in to meet it. And clasp the hands underneath the back of the head, keeping the thighs in towards the body. And then a gentle inhale as we raise both legs up, encouraging the heels up towards the sky. And then exhale, dropping them back in towards you. So feel that you're moving from the belly. Inhale, extend and open, and then exhale. Good. Breathing in. Diaphragm moves down as you breathe in and breathing out. Good. One more round in this way. Inhale, extend, open, and exhale. And then release the hands and gently into Apanasana. And again, as you lean into the out breath, feeling that undoing in the lower back, encouraging the thighs towards the belly. Hey. Arms are soft, shoulders soft. Good. And then place the hands on the knees with the fingers pointing towards the feet and begin to make small circular movements into the lower back. Easing out the lower back. Massaging into any areas that feel tight. And then one more round in this way. And then the opposite direction. And after your next round, returning to Apanasana, plant the left foot down and just gently encourage the right knee in towards you. And begin to loosen up that right hip. Hey, just easing it towards that right shoulder. And then slowly extend the left leg long, drop the back of the left knee down, flex the feet. And again, a sense of just undoing that right hip. And then bring that right knee back into the center if it's out to the side slightly. Inhale, bring the chin in towards the chest as you raise the head up. And exhale to lower. And twice more in this way. Inhaling up. And exhale. Feel that you lift the body from the belly. And then when you lower the head, very slowly into a twist where the right foot sits on the left thigh and the right hand down beside you. And then just gently encourage the right knee across the body, but very slowly. And feel that you're undoing into that right buttock. Feel that as you breathe out, breathing into any resistance here, any tightness. Hey. And then when you return, give that right knee a hug and release the leg long. Shake the legs out. Pause in Shavasana. Inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale. Exhale completely. Hey. Just dropping into the back body. And then the other side, plant both feet on the mat and bring the left knee in. And just gently loosen up that left hip. Encourage it in towards the body. Hey. And then slowly extend the right leg long, drop the back of the right knee down, flex the feet. So the right leg's very active here. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, bring the head up towards the knee. And exhale to return it. Keep the back of the neck long so the chin remains in towards the chest. 3 times on this side, if the neck allows. And then when the head's back onto the ground, slowly into that twist, left foot on the right thigh. And using the right hand, just encouraging the knee across, left palm down, breath in the belly. Again, as you breathe out, sense of release, squeezing out any friction. It's built up in the abdominal organs, breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Using that right hand as leverage to encourage the left knee down. And then when you return back into the center, give the left knee a hug. Return that back down onto the ground. Again, just drum the backs of the knees down. And inhale deeply into the belly. And exhale completely. Softening as you exhale. Have that sense of undoing through the out-breath. And then again, bring the right knee in with the right hand. Bring the left knee in with the left hand. And just begin to separate the knees and guide them up towards their relevant armpits, up to the shoulders, maybe just very gently. Noticing how the hips respond. And then take the hands through the center and hold the lower legs. And the weight of the hands and the out-breath, just naturally encouraging that opening in the groin. Try not to grip with the hands though, have the hands nice and soft and light. And then from here, use the hands, bring the knees back into the center. Plant the hands down either side of you, and as you bring the thighs in, keep the knees soft as you raise the lower legs up and separate the knees. So it's like a stirrup posture, but without the hands. And then from here, begin that circular motion where we massage into the back body. Just massaging into any areas again that feel tight or restrictive. Using the out-breath to undo those areas, and then the other way. Okay. One more round in this way. And then return to Apanasana. Knees into the chest, pause here. And open the mouth nice and wide. And then breathe out and release any tightness in the jaw, around the skull. Really open it. Do it a few times. Really open the mouth very wide. Keep the chin drawn in. And then, soften around the eyes. All that tightness that builds up in the skull, all the platelets of the skull, breathing out and softening. Good. And just pause here. And then again, return the hands behind the back of the head, elbows out to the side. Keep the knees together and the inner ankles together. Inhale into the belly. And as you exhale, take the knees to one side and take them maybe halfway down towards the ground. So the belly has to do some work. And just hover there, rooting down, opposite shoulder blade, opposite elbow, and then center. And then over to the other side, just halfway down. And again. And lowering them a little bit further with each twist. And then when you return back to the center, plant the feet down. Release the arms out to shoulder level for Jatara Parivriti. Inhale into the belly, exhale, knees to one side, head opposite direction. Inhale, center. And exhale, opposite side. Breathing out as you take the knees towards the ground, and breathing in as you return the knees to the center. Think about the pause at the end of the out-breath. Lifting the hip as the knees drop down. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you return to the center, separate the feet and drop the arms down beside the body. And just pause here. We may find that the mind a little bit more focused now, a little bit more clear. And then the next invitation with the bridge posture is to initially give to the feet and just lift the buttocks up a little way and kind of point the tailbone towards the calf muscles and then lower the lower back down. So that we use the ground, we come up, just the buttocks come up and the tailbone, we lengthen through the lower back, tailbone towards the calves and then lower that lower back down. So there's a sense of undoing in the lower back. And then on your next inhalation, coming up a little bit higher, lifting the back of the waist. And again, directing the tailbone towards the legs and slowly lowering it down. And feeling that release in the lower back. One more round in this way. And then on your next inhalation, coming all the way up into the bridge. Engaging the back body, pausing as you hold the bridge momentarily. And then again, as you lower the spine down, feel the length through the back body, through the back of the waist, gradually replanting the spine down. So when you come up, give to the feet, use the ground, pausing at the end of the inhale. And then as you breathe out, feel the length through the spine as you return the vertebrae down. And when we work in this way, there's that sense of decompressing as the spine lowers. Take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, draw the knees in towards you and circle the ankles and undo the ankles. And then drop the feet down and take some breaths. Good. And then either roll up or roll over onto your side to come up to sit. And come into a nice cross-legged position, sitting on your blocks or your blankets. Nice upright spine. Just have the hands gently down beside you. And we're just going to revisit our Ujjayi breath, because it's a wonderful breath to have that sense of undoing, that sense of calming the nervous system. So if we bring the right hand up and we imagine that it's a pane of glass or a mirror, and we breathe onto it as though we're misting it up, so it comes from the throat. Good. And that's the sound, the ocean sound that you're looking for in the Ujjayi breath. And then release your hand. And then Ujjayi breath from the belly upwards to the crown of the head as you breathe in, from the crown of the head downwards as you breathe out. So the tongue sits on the roof of the mouth. Slow Ujjayi breath takes a little bit of getting used to. Shoulders soft and down. If we try too hard, we tend to create a little bit more challenge in the throat, so relax into it. One more round in this way. And then 3 Ujjayi breaths using the arms. So the palms face uppermost. As you breathe in from the belly upwards, the arms come up and you tilt the head to look at the hands. And then the palms turn away as you slowly breathe out, Ujjayi breath, arms return back down beside you. So the breath moves from the belly up the spinal column to the crown of the head. It bathes the brain with the breath. And then breathe out from the crown all the way down, returning back to the belly. One more round in this way. And when the fingers return to the ground, pause there and just gently, lightly root down through the tips of the fingers, tulip hands. Release the Ujjayi breath now. Return to your natural breath. And then we'll open the side body by planting the right hand down and bringing the left arm up and over the ear, softening the right elbow, maybe looking into the crease, looking up into the crease of the left arm. And as you encourage the arm over, the left knee moves away, the right elbow may drop down. Good. And then slowly back into the center. Bring the left hand down. Right hand comes up, comes over the head. Work up into that elbow so that you create some space in between the ribs. Good. Right knee moves away. It's a feeling of the right knee moving away. Good. And then inhale back into the center. And then into a twist, left hand onto the right knee. Remember the head will want to move first. So from the tailbone, begin to slowly turn to gaze over that right shoulder. And then that undoing as we come back into the center. And to the other side, to the left side, right hand outside of left knee from the tailbone. Spiraling effect as we move up through the spine to the crown. And then back into the center. 2 more rounds in this way. Inhale, root down through the sitting bones. Breathing out as you twist. Center. Breathing out, navel draws back towards the spine. Back hand supports you. And again, breathing out, final round. Feeling that rotation up through the spinal column, up into the neck. And then when you return back into the center, again, just plant the hands down gently, lengthen up through the spine. Good. Collarbones begin to lift, crown of the head moves up. Gaze slightly forward. And then we'll do a little bit of work on the hips. So release the legs. Come off of your blocks and your blankets. And have the feet nice and wide. So this opens up the hips. Have the hands behind you to begin with. There's 2 versions of this. And the fingers facing forward. So to open the hips, we simply take the knees to one side and then center. And then the other side and center. We roll over the sacrum as the knees drop down. Breathing out, breathing in. Lovely way to open up the hips. Now, for some of us, this is going to be enough, but if you're taking it further, you come up, you place one hand on top of the other. You take the hands to one side, opposite hip lifts up, center, and then to the opposite side, looking towards the back elbow. 2 more rounds in this way. If not, you can have the hands behind you. Good. 1 more round from side to side. You will feel you'll move around on your mats. Good. And then when you come back into the center, pause here, separate the feet, drape the arms over the legs, and just round the back body, breathing into the back body. Feel that the hips are all lovely and undone now. Good. And from here, nicely into Paschimottanasana. So extend the legs long. Inhale the arms up, pause. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale up. And exhale, forward bend. Inhale up, final round. This time when we come into Paschimottanasana, just pause there, soften there, and have a sense of undoing. Use the out-breath, lean into the out-breath. This quality of the out-breath to undo any tightness, any restriction. Feel the muscles begin to lengthen, gazing beyond the toes. Even if the eyes are closed, it's like an inner gaze. Dropping into that out breath. Take 1 more breath here. And then gently inhale, the arms bring you up. Again, return the arms a little bit behind the body, working down into the hands. And if the hips allow, counter pose, root down through the hands, lift the hips, point the toes. Strong arms, and then drop back. Swing the legs round onto all fours. Tabletop posture for your cat. Have the toenails facing the ground. Inhale, drop the belly. So the spine contracts. Then as you breathe out, the undoing through the spinal column as the chin comes in towards the chest, opening up the back body. And again, inhale, drop the belly, collarbones forward, pause here. And exhale. One more round in this way. And after your next out breath, send the knees nice and wide. Just come into a long arm child. Just going to open another window. Send the knees nice and wide. Good. And then from here, take the right arm under the left arm with the right palm facing up. And just extend that left hand forward, right arm underneath. So take a look if you're not sure. So the right arm comes under, palm up, and you're looking forward towards the front hand, looking forward towards the front hand. You're feeling that in the shoulder blades. Good. And then the other side, bring that right arm under, plant it. And the left hand comes under. And you're dropping into the front body and you're gazing forward towards that front hand. Good. And then slowly come back into the center. Bring the knees back underneath you. Take the right hand to the top of the right ear, just above the right ear with the fingers. Inhale, gaze up towards the right elbow. And as you breathe out, take the right elbow to the left elbow. Inhale up, looking up to the right elbow, and exhale across. Inhale up. and exhale. One more round in this way. Inhale up and exhale. And then plant the right hand down. Take a cat movement here. Take the weight equally through the hands. Breathing out. And then the other side, tabletop posture. Fingers of the left hand above the left ear. Inhale up and exhale across. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up, lifting the elbow and exhale. One more time. Inhale up and exhale. This time when you return that left hand down, keep the thighs upright where they are and begin to walk the fingers forward to come into what we sometimes refer to as puppy posture. And the fingers come forward. Then we begin to lower the chest down, lower the elbows down so we get that lovely curve. And we're gazing between the hands so we get that curve in the upper back. Good. And then from here, walk the hands towards you and transition into your downward dog. Plant the hands down, tuck the toes under, lift the knees up into your downward dog. And just hang out in your downward dog. Keep giving to the hands, let go of the head. Hey. And then drop down onto the knees. Come into long arm child pose. Forehead comes down. Just roll over the forehead from side to side. It wakes up the sinuses. Now you can either return to downward dog or come into three-leg dog. So the choice is yours. Sometimes we're happy to work a little bit more strong. Sometimes we're just needing to work a bit more gentle with ourselves. It's all good. If you're coming into three-leg dog, you inhale, raise one leg up, and then lower. And then the other side, raise the leg up and lower. And then again, return back into your long arm child pose. Relax the hands, spread the knees a little, forehead down, and take some breaths. Good. Good. Now we're going to kind of combine those two movements. So we come up onto all fours, the three-leg dog and the puppy, by taking the hands and having them face each other so they come in towards each other. And then take the right leg back, tuck the toes under, and just gently encourage that right heel away. So it's like an undoing at the back of the knee here. And then from here, inhale, raise the right leg up and lower the chest and chin down. So the elbows will come out to the side as the leg comes up. And we come up on an in-breath and we come down on an out-breath. So we come up on an in-breath and we come down on an out-breath. One more time on this side. And then release the right knee down. Take the left leg back, tuck the toes under. Release the hands at any time if it feels that the wrists are complaining. You can always come back to it. And then as the leg comes up, the chest and the chin come down, elbows come out to the side. Use the in-breath to come up. Use the out-breath to go down. Inhale up. And exhale down. One more round, inhale up. And exhale down. Good. And then bring the knee back. Sweep the arms into child pose, back down behind you. Forehead down. Let go of the arms and take some breaths. Really let go of the arms best you can. Hey. Good. And then come into a squat, walk the hands back towards you, send the knees nice and wide into a squat. Have the right arm inside the right leg in your squat. If you're not squatting, just come directly up to stand. Bring the left arm up, gaze up to the fingers of the left hand. And then lower, root down through the left hand. Just gently encourage the left knee away as the right hand comes up and you're looking up to the fingers of the right hand. And then lower. And then drop the heels down and come up to stand. Good, stand nice and tall. Good. Hey. Find your feet, find the ground. Breath in the belly. Hey. Good. So the breath moves in and up and then it returns back down. Good. Breath in, up, hey, and down. Bring the feet together for a nice side bend. So as we slide the right hand down the right leg, the left arm comes up and over the head. And with each out breath, the right hand maybe moves a little bit further down and you get that lovely quality of opening. Good. And then inhale into the center. And the left hand comes down and the right arm comes up and over. And just sliding with each out breath. So as you undo, this right side begins to open. And then inhale back into the center. And then we separate the feet, raise the elbows up, and take them from one side to the other, lifting the opposite heel as we move to the opposite side. Hey. Keep the eyes at horizon level. Draw the shoulder blade in towards the spine as you turn. Good. And then from here, begin to slow that down, release the arms, and just allow the arms to swing from side to side. Keeping the gaze forward and round. Good. Hey. Chakrasana. And feel that undoing through the body. When you lift one heel as you turn to the opposite side, you just feel that movement, feel that release. Good. And then come back into the center. Yeah, and just shake the hands out. Good. Good. And then separate the feet, do a little bit of an upper body twist. Turn the feet out slightly and drop the knees out to the side, so as if there's a weight on the tailbone. And place your hands on your legs. And lengthen through this right arm. So lengthen through the right arm, soften the left elbow as you look over the left shoulder, root down through your hands. And then center, and then the other way. And you're feeling that in your neck. So dropping down into your legs as you turn. Good. And then when you come back into the center, send the feet forward and come up to stand. And then heel, toe the feet together and stand. Good. And then into our holy fig tree, which is our balance during this practice. And this is where the right arm comes up beside the ear, the left hand comes out to the side, and the left leg goes back, and we're just on the big toe, the left big toe. And then if you feel nice and stable, root down through that standing leg and slowly bring the back toe up into the holy fig tree. Good. And you're dropping into the back body here. Good. And then from here, release, take the weight from one foot to the other and the other side. Gaze forward, soft jaw, soft gaze, either onto the toe or lift the foot. Breathing into the belly, breathing out from the belly. Good. And then release. And then from here, because we're thinking about undoing, we're coming into the ragdoll. So this lovely, lovely release of the ragdoll. And we come into it very slowly. So the knees are nice and soft. The chin comes in towards the chest. The arms begin to hang out from the shoulder girdle. And you simply begin that forward bend as if you're working through each vertebra, just one at a time. And it's a very slow sense of release through the spine. The arms hang like two heavy curtains out of the shoulder girdle, rooting down into the ground. So the knees are very soft, knees are bent, so you get that release in the lower back. And the head comes all the way forward and down. Keep breathing out. Breathing out. Good. Feel the legs engage, the thighs engage, but the upper body, just letting go through the upper body. And when you come up as slowly as you went down. So give to the feet. As if you're coming up vertebra by vertebra through the body. And the head's the final thing to be undone. And when you come up, slowly standing in Tadasana, mountain posture. Again, notice any gripping in the muscles. Allow them to be relaxed and soft. Chin gently drops towards the chest. Good. And then come to the front of your mats. Bring your hands to your heart for your standing vinyasa. So tune into the breath. Then on an inhalation, bring the arms up, tilt the head to the hand. Deep exhale, forward bend, all the way down. Let go of the head, hang out in your forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale halfway, flat back, collarbones forward, breathe out through the mouth. Deep inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, palms together. And exhale, hands return to the heart, to the Hridaya, where the in-breath and the out-breath meet. And then go again, deep in out. So this nourishing breath, as you breathe in, this sense of undoing as you breathe out, all the way down into a forward bend. Nice soft knees, let go of the head. Hands either on the legs, halfway up, looking forward, flat back. Breathe out. Good, deep inhale. Arms out to the side, they bring you up from the ground upwards. Head gazes to the hands, and exhale. Hands return to the heart. Gently drop the head to the hands and go again. Deep inhale. From the ground upwards, palms together. Deep exhale, forward bend all the way down into your forward bend. Let go of the head. Halfway, hands on the legs, flat back, looking forward, collarbones forward. Breathe out through the mouth. Deep inhale, arms bring you up, all the way up, arms out to the side, palms together, and exhale, hands to the heart. One final round in this way, deep inhale. Pause the breath, deep exhale, forward bend all the way down into your forward bend. Let go of the head, inhale halfway, out through the mouth. Inhale, arms bring you all the way up, out to the side. The arms bring you up. And exhale, hands return to the heart. Tune into the breath. Good. And then with the left leg back, then lunging with the left leg, same vinyasa. Inhale up and pause. Exhale, forward bend. And pause. Inhale halfway and pause. Out through the mouth and pause. Left leg back, find the ground. Looking forward. So the front ankle underneath the front knee. So sometimes you need to creep that front foot forward. Good. And then drop the buttocks, lift and open the chest. And then you might choose to plant the left hand down now, because we're going to bring the right hand onto the right knee as we rotate the upper body and then raise that right arm up. So we're rooting down through that left hand, the collarbones moving forward. Good. You can always drop down onto that back knee if you choose to. Good. Open up the front body. Good. And then lower that hand, frame the front foot. Then the back foot turns out slightly and is flat, so we can move into warrior one, and then the hands come up into warrior one. So 50-50 through the feet into warrior one. Hold the thumbs, link the thumbs, and lift and open the chest. Good. And then the palms come back to the heart, and the back foot meets the front foot. And we stand. Drop the head to the hands. And then the other side. So same vinyasa, and then the right leg goes back. So inhale up. And more of these windows. Exhale. All the way down, let go of the head. Inhale halfway. Hands on the legs, looking forward. Exhale out through the mouth. Right leg back. Find the ground, so the foot finds the ground. Plant down through the right hand, left hand onto the knee. Begin that rotation through the upper body, collarbones moving round, and then the hand comes up. Strong right arm. Good. And then from here, drop the hand down. Turn the back foot out and have it in contact with the mat. And then inhale, the arms come up into warrior one. Link the thumbs, lift and open the chest. So the front knee's bent, the back leg is strong. Good. From here, we're going to transition into warrior two. So this right hand windmills down and forward. And it moves to the back. Back foot turns out slightly. Coming into warrior two, the front hand comes down. Warrior two. Good. Breathing into the belly and out from the belly. From here into Parsvakonasana, so the front arm bends and comes onto the front thigh, and the back hand comes up, the back body over the ear and extends towards the front of your mat, lifting the armpit, lift and open the armpit. Good. And allow that top arm to windmill down. Send the feet forward. Come up to stand, pause here, chin to chest, chest to chin, breath in the belly. And then the other side, turn the back foot out, so front foot out, back foot into warrior two. Back foot comes in slightly, raise the arms up. And you're directing that front knee towards your little toe. Good. Strong back leg. Drop the shoulders, soft shoulders, empty gaze. From here into Parsvakonasana, so bring the front arm onto the thigh, back hand comes up and over the ear. Good. And you're looking directly ahead, or you're looking up to the crease of that top elbow. Dropping the top hip. Good. And then windmill that arm forward and come into your nice wide angled forward bend. Keep the knees nice and soft if you need to. And just allow the arms to hang out from the shoulder girdle and draw a figure of 8 on its side, as if you was painting a figure of 8 on its side. There's a real sense of just allowing the arms to move in that circular motion. And then from here, creeping the hands towards your front foot, so towards the front of your mat. The toes come up or the heels come up into flank stretch. From here, move into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, come into your plank. From your plank, slowly come down. Turn the head to one side and take some breaths. Have the toenails facing the ground. Shoulder blades are open. Good. And then bring the chin on the mat, single leg raises. Inhale, raise one leg up, point the toe, and exhale, lower. 3 rounds in this way, opposite leg. So alternate the legs. When you've completed your 3 rounds, turn the head in the opposite direction. Take some breaths. And then the next invitation, bring the chin onto the mat, and you can omit the second part of this out if you choose to. Bend the right leg and flex the foot. With the palms facing uppermost, inhale, bring the opposite leg up onto that foot. So the leg that you're raising, the left leg that you're raising is straight. And then lower that left leg down. Release the right. And the opposite side, bend the left leg, flex the foot. Just like a platform. Use the backs of the hands. Inhale, right leg comes up. And then release. Sweep the arms forward, underneath the shoulders, up into child pose to complete the physical part of the practice. Arms down beside you. And rest. And then slowly come up to sit for your pranayama practice. Have everything you need for your relaxation. Good, nice upright spine. So we're going to begin with some Kapalbhati before we move into alternate nostril breath. So the suggestion with Kapalbhati, it's a very passive inhale. We're using the diaphragm, but it's a slightly stronger exhale. So up to 40, and what's important about Kapalbhati is that when you've finished your chosen amount of rounds, you take a slow breath in, chin comes towards the chest, as if you're locking the breath in, having kind of forced it out. If you're not too familiar with it, just have a look and then find your own rhythm. So nice upright spine. And there's this bellowing movement that comes from the belly. And then it's a deep breath in. You can use the Mula Bandha. When the chin and the chest come together, Jalandhara Bandha, and you're locking the breath in. And then a slow out breath when you need to. And then preparing for alternate nostril breath and beginning with the count of 4, 4. So we inhale 2, 3, 4 through the left nostril, exhale 2, 3, 4. Go again, 4 in and 4 out. Relax the shoulders, gaze is inwards. You can choose to use the ocean breath if you want to, at the throat. After your next exhalation out through the left nostril, 4 in and 6 out. And then after your next exhalation out through the left nostril, either continuing with your 6 out or 4 in and 8 out. So we're doubling the in-breath. Let's take one more round in this way. And when you've completed that round, release your hand and slowly lie down. So after all of that doing, now there's a sense of undoing and resting effortlessly. So breathing into the belly and breathing out from the belly. And as we breathe out, releasing through all of those layers, stuff that we've added, things that we carry, get locked into the body. Just breathing out. Undoing. Undoing the toes and any gripping in the toes, in the feet and the ankles. And as you undo the feet, just allow them to drop out to the sides. Undoing in the calves, in the shins. Breathing out, undoing around the knees, the thighs. Undoing the hips. And as you breathe out, undoing in the belly and allow the belly to be soft. The organs just drop back. Breathing out, undoing the ribs and the rib cage and all the muscles in between the ribs. Just feel that as you breathe out, sense of softening, undoing. Undo the shoulders and allow them to drop down away from the ears. Breathe out and undo the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists. Undo the fingers and the thumbs. And breathe out, soften, undo around the throat and the jaw, sides of the mouth, sides of the eyes. Undo the eyebrows and allow the forehead to be soft and wide. And undo the scalp, all those little platelets in the scalp. Just have a sense that as you drop back and soften, that they too are undoing. So the whole of the body now, feeling undone. And just resting here, sense of looseness and openness, whole and complete. Nothing needs to be added. Physically, mentally, relaxed. And then starting to very gradually return back into this room, into your mats. Starting to breathe a little bit more deeply. With all of that undoing, maybe a little bit more space, a little bit more energy. And then very gradually wriggling fingers and toes and ankles and wrists. And in your own time, rolling onto your side and take some breaths on your side. And then coming up to sit, just in your own time. Good. Namaste.